So, I've mentioned Prismatic Evolutions, PC ETBs being one of the best pickups right now in this market because of the recent restock we've gotten like a few weeks ago. And right now, the prices are pretty much still exactly where they're at, but I really see this moving up here in the next few weeks to a month. And I feel like there's no reason to wait until prices start to move up because it seems like to me that they are going to start moving up. And we've sort of hit the bottom, and I feel like the market is not flushed out, but a lot of the insane amounts of supply we've gotten has definitely already hit the market, and that's sort of over with. So I feel like the next few weeks here, we are going to start to see slow price movements. Because just looking at the TCG player market, sales volume the past few days has been pretty high, and if you look at the amount of supply in the market, they are going to creep up to the high 200s. So I really see there being no reason to wait to buy these. You guys know recently I bought a good amount of these locally because I was able to find them for like $220, obviously out the door. So that was a great pickup, and I was able to buy a good amount of them, and I'm really happy I did because I really see these in like a month from now going probably closer back to 300 bucks. And this is one of those products that, even though now it seems like it's going to stay here, it's kind of, it's dropped. Prismatic Evolutions overall has been dropping. That's going to stay here for a while. This is going to be one of them people look back on when it's like in the mid 300s, $400 that people will be like, wow, that one chance I had from the restock, because it's probably not going to be any more. Let's be honest here, right? That one chance I had, I didn't take it because I thought it was going to just stay there. It wasn't going to do much. And then it got away from me. This dropping from 340 to the low 200s, now it's like mid 200s, was one of the best pickups. And the fact that you get Prismatic Evolutions, PC ETBs at that big of a discount because of the restock, like if you didn't take your chance, or take not even a chance, but jump on that opportunity, it's like, what are you doing, right? I did it, and I bought a lot of them. And if you really believe in the PC ETBs, buying this Prismatic Evolutions one for mid to low 200s was an insanely good deal to get it from a restock. Because think about it, like I said, there's probably not going to be any more restocks, so there's really going to be nothing stopping this from going up. This was pretty much your chance to get it at its bottom because it bottomed out around 240, and then it's just going to go up, right? What's going to make this stop from going up? Really nothing, right? It'd have to be more supply or Prismatic Evolutions to fall off, which I don't think is happening. And I've talked about it before. If 151 PCETBs can get to the mid 400s, Prismatic Evolutions at a low to mid $200 price range is not that bad, especially after the fact of a restock. It's probably not going to happen again. So, just another reminder to make this video specifically. You should probably, if you want these, be buying right now before it starts moving, because like I said, in a few weeks to a month, I really think this is going to start moving back to the $300 range. And after that, who knows what's going to happen, because once supply really flushes out with this restock, prices are going to go back to up to where they were. It's just a matter of time. So I really don't think there's any reason to wait to buy this. It's such a great opportunity that you will just have to look back in like a year, when this is probably inevitably in a year from now, maybe 400 bucks. I mean, if you can buy in the low to mid 200s, it would have been a good investment. So let's just look at the supply here. So I guess first I want to show you guys the sales volume. So for the past few days, you can see like 20 boxes have been selling, right? Now let's look and use that 20, boxes a day being sold into consideration. Let's just take that number and see the supply in the market. Obviously, more people will list every single day, yep, but let's just look here. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19. So around 20. So 20 boxes, we hit 265. So not a big increase, like a $20 increase. But let's keep going. So like 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39, 40. So 40 boxes, I think I counted right. 40 boxes, then we basically hit 300 bucks. Now, what did I just show you guys? The sales volume past few days have been 20 every single day. So like I said, next few weeks to a month, I think this will go back probably up to 300, maybe even a little bit more. But like I just showed you, if the sales volume does continue at the same rate, which it could slow down because when it gets higher priced, sales volume may drop off a little bit. That's definitely possible. But just showing you guys this, just to make it simple, that's literally 2 days of sales before this goes to $300, and you can still buy this for like $240 to $250. It's like, why would you wait, right? What is the reason there to wait? It's not going to get probably restocked again. Things are seemingly going to move up here based on sales volume. What are you doing, right? So it's just something to look at, and that's why I always, when I make these types of videos for any of these sorts of products, I like to look at sales volume and look at supply in the market, because it really puts things into perspective how fast things can really move. Especially recently, we've been getting surges of sales volume, and Sword and Shield, people seeing opportunity there. Well, I think possibly some of that opportunity and surge we are going to see here, and we've been seeing with Prismatic Evolutions. Even other products that have gotten restocked, we're seeing surging sales volumes, and here we're also seeing as well. And I think it's really just a matter of time. In a couple weeks or so, this will go back to 300 or maybe even possibly over. And there's really no reason to wait, in my opinion, for this to go back up to there. Like, this is a great opportunity. It's basically still where it's at when it originally dropped from this restock, and it's such a great buying opportunity. It's like, you see this price drop from the restock, and it's like, what are you doing, right? It's not going to really go any lower, and you're just, if you're not buying, it's like you're just waiting for it to go back up. Now, if you're buying PC ETBs of Prismatic, I would recommend eBay, because it's basically the same price, and sometimes you can actually find some deals, and you get to see the exact ETB you're buying, and also the benefit of that obviously is to see the condition of the ETB, which I always mention. So there's some deals out here. The cases, since was a limit, they changed it from 4 to 2, like originally when these first dropped on Pokemon Center. The case like premium on these is kind of ridiculous. If I were you guys, I wouldn't buy into the whole case premium for these PC ETBs, just in my opinion, because I mean, if you can buy each for like $240 or $250, they make it simple. Buying 4 of them is $1,000. If you're gonna pay like a $400 premium, that's like almost 2 ETBs. In my opinion, the case premium is not really worth the hype. I know people talk about it being a crazy thing, but in my opinion, if you can just buy individual boxes for like $240, $250, just do that. I think the case premium for this box is kind of dumb. But you can see here, yeah, you can still find a bunch for $240 to $250. It's a weird psychological thing. I feel like people who maybe see this as not being that great of a buy, it's like, it's because it's cheaper than what it was before that people are like, it's not as attractive. But when it gets more expensive, it will become attractive. So on these restocks or reprints, whenever you see products dipping in price, people get scared all of a sudden. I mean, we're seeing that with these other Prismatic products like surprise boxes, binders. People are just dumping them, and they've dropped from like mid 80s for those products to now the mid 60s or even low 60s, just because of these restocks. Guys, this stuff is gonna go back up. For some of it, it may take some time. I said, like I mentioned before, Prismatic, some of the stuff is not going to be overnight, but the PC ETBs, I think, will move a lot faster than some of those other products, because they're not going to be showing up at retail shelves for people to scalp and sell online. These PC ETBs, this was a one-time restock. I really don't think they're going to get restocked again, because I don't think we've really ever seen that, and I can't imagine them doing that again for Prismatic. This is your chance. It's not going to, in my opinion, last that long. And me making this video will come back to maybe PC ETBs. I'll probably talk about it again when they start to move up. And this is just a video to tell you guys, and just tell you that this is kind of, in my opinion, one of your last chances to buy this at around the $240 to $250 range. Before, in a few weeks, it's probably going to be back to $300, and you would have to pay $50 more for what, a few weeks of waiting. What's the point of that? So for me, I already bought all the PC ETBs that I really wanted. I'm pretty much good where I'm at. And for you guys out there, it's still the same price when it initially dropped on this restock. Take advantage. Don't wait. It's one of the best buys out there in my opinion. And it's just waiting for you. You can look locally as well. Some people are listing for under market, but it's already pretty cheap at where it's at. So that's just me. Once again, just giving my opinions. I really think this is a great buy, and I don't think it's going to last that much longer based on the sales volume and the supply on the market. So that's all I want to say here. Hope you guys enjoyed, and let me know if you guys picked any Prismatic Evolutions PC ETBs from this restock, because I definitely have. So that's all I want to say here. Hope you guys enjoyed, and I'll see you in the next one.